Thank you so much for joining us for this edition of All Angles. I'm Dion Jackson Miller. Well, the Finance Minister opened the budget debate yesterday with his presentation, and we have him for the full hour. We're going to be trying to take some of your questions as well. We have people who have been sharing comments on social media. Dr. Nigel Clarke, thank you so much for joining us on All Angles.
Thank you for having me, Dion.
And let me just remind our viewers that you can WhatsApp us. It's 3810072, 3810072. Give us your first name, your general location, and of course you can tweet along with us. Our hashtag is TVJ All Angles. I'm your host for the program, Dion Jackson Miller. Let me start off with developments this afternoon, Minister. I'm sure you've been informed. Delegates of the Jamaica Teachers Association voted to reject the government's wage offer, approximately 60% voting against, about 40% voting for. Your reaction to the vote?
Well, I've been in meetings all day.
Somebody slip your message.
Yes, I'm aware of it. We had 200 votes for it this time. Last time there were 20. So that at least is progress. It is disappointing. I would have hoped that it would have gotten a majority vote today, but that didn't happen. And you know, we are in a country where we respect people's views. So the delegates of the JTA have expressed views, and it is what it is.
The president spoke to the press after the vote. Let's take that clip so we can see what she said.
Madam President, yesterday in his address in Parliament, the Minister of Finance would have said, I have the money for you, come and get it. Why today your delegates voted to reject the government's offer? Don't you want the money?
I'm sure every single teacher sitting in this hall wants the money, and some need the money. But they also have a greater need that when month to month they will be able to live on the salary that they're currently receiving or what the government will be proposing. And so the delegates would have voted as they have to reject 346 vis-a-vis those who accepted at 227 and a total of 583. The delegates have spoken. They came representing the mandate from their constituents because we had the regional consultations and the constituents gave the delegates a mandate and they came representing, as you can see reflected in the vote.
And these are delegates from across the country?
From 78 district associations across the 14 parishes.
So what happens now?
Well, the delegates have further spoken. They can't guarantee normalcy in the sector as of tomorrow. I would like the day is already done.
What does that mean, Madam President?
Well, the nation will see what and interprets what that means.
Okay, that's Sonia Harrison, the president of the Jamaica Teachers Association. Really though, we haven't had normalcy since, you might say since Friday, when the first set of teachers started protesting, and we've seen the protests gradually growing. Concerned about the comment there by the JTA president, can't guarantee normalcy. What does that say?
Well, I can't interpret her remarks any better than you can. You know, Jamaica this year celebrates 61 years of independence. We've had, in our independent life, 61 years of staff associations and unions expressing themselves, and of course that goes all the way back to 1938. We have a deep history and, shall we say, jurisprudence around these matters and issues. This would not have been the first time that something like this has happened. It has happened before. It has happened before with teachers. And we have processes in place, and those processes will probably have to, be deployed or used under these circumstances.
But at the same time, there are ways to try to stave off industrial action, especially when you're talking about dissatisfaction when it comes to negotiations. Will you be making any kind of overtures to the JTA or trying to pull back quickly to the negotiating table to try to
Well, I mean, the
stave off
JTA is
protests?
a broad group. Many members of the executive of the JTA are in favor of what has been proposed because it's an attractive offer. It's the kind of offer that has not been put on the table for the JTA at any point in at least the last 10 or 15 years. And as I said in Parliament yesterday, in aggregate, it represents more than has been presented to them in aggregate over the last 10 years. It also is more than has been presented to the entire public sector in every single year over the last 10 years, but 2. So it's a significant and attractive offer. There are challenges when you try to make change of this nature that results in differential movements.
And that's one
of the challenges.
That's one of the issues because it depends on who you talk to, whether or not people are satisfied. We spoke to 2 teachers and I just want you to hear what they had to say as well.
Everybody know you, but still identify.
Keith Wellington, Principal, St. Elizabeth Technical High School.
How hard is it for Friday to deal with what is happening here?
It has not been extremely difficult. Our teachers have been expressing themselves, but they have gone about it in a very professional way. So we, as a school, we have structures in place that allow us to deal with issues like these in a way. And so our senior students, our administrative staff have been assisting, and our teachers, while they sit on Friday during the course of
Well, it is really unfortunate that the minister would have made that statement. Even amidst the unrest that you would have seen in the media, the minister has yet to address teachers directly. And even as we await the mandate from the delegates or from the government of Jamaica, we as teachers still hold strong to the position that we have taken, that the offer made is unacceptable.
My name is Patrine Daly Chambers, and I'm a senior teacher at St. Elizabeth Technical High School.
What do you feel about, or can you give me a response to what the minister has said to the teachers yesterday?
Well, the minister's offer is not a new offer. The $12 billion that he has proposed is not new. It's the same offer that we have been working on from the last time. So it's not a new offer. Because when we break that down, it still amounts to less than $30,000 to $40,000 for each trained graduate. You know, so the Jamaican teachers are not accepting the offer because nothing has changed, right? We are willing. We are willing. It's easier for us to sacrifice our retroactive amount, right? So that we can get a favorable, a good monthly income from the government. So the Jamaican government has said that we might not see the retroactive amount being paid for this year. We don't have a problem with that. What we are more interested in is our livable monthly salaries.
Okay, so my apologies for the first clip that we cut. That was an error. So we're hearing from the teachers. We also, the minister, hear from the Police Officers Association, the Jamaica Police Federation, the District Constables Association. So they're holding a joint press conference tomorrow. They said they're going to be highlighting some of the concerns they have. And importantly, they said these are concerns they've highlighted in a meeting with the Finance Ministry 4 weeks ago, but they're yet to get a response or a call back to the table. While at the same time, you're in Parliament saying, why don't sign and take the money?
What do you want me to answer first? The remarks you just made on the police? Yeah. If you said it, so you have to give me a chance. You have to give me a chance to respond to it.
I just want to be very clear what it is I'm asking.
No, but you
You're
can't put that out there and not give me a chance to respond to that.
I am, Minister. I'm just saying, let me just be very clear, and I'm apologizing for my lack of clarity. So, first of all, you're in Parliament saying, you're in Parliament saying, why don't the police sign? And the police said, we brought concerns to you guys 4 weeks ago, and you haven't come back to us. How does that compute?
Well, I haven't had a chance to speak directly to persons who may have drafted that, and it's always a difficulty speaking through the media to somebody else. What I would say to you is that the with respect to the Police Federation, they would have received an offer from us, a revised, updated offer, clarifications and communication last week, which was prior to the meeting they had at Elliston Road, I believe on Friday. With respect to the Police Officers Association, a number of the matters that were raised by them were accepted, and were accepted, that acceptance was communicated to them in a meeting. At the last meeting that we had where they were present, we had all three groups together because they had requested to discuss together. That is the Police Officers Association, the Jamaica Police Federation, and the District Constables Association.
Can I ask you to hold? I'll let you pick up right after we come back from the break. We're talking to the Finance Minister. Remember, our WhatsApp line is 381-0072, and you can tweet us at TVJ All Angles. We'll soon come.